Hello everyone, Crystal Lynn here. How are you? Welcome to my channel, Tuning into Love. Welcome to another Pick a Card reading. This Pick a Card is for the twin flames or divine counterparts, a message that wanted to come through for wherever you are on your journey at this moment in time. I trust that these messages will reach you when you're meant to receive them. And this is a message of love and inspiration and encouragement and affirmation of what you know to be true in your own heart, to allow you to remain focused and aligned with what you truly desire, what you're truly being guided from your soul and your heart to follow. So if you resonate with being a twin flame or a divine counterpart, a deep soul connection, the person who you're meant to be with in this lifetime, this is a message for you, and an energy of support and love to bring alignment to this connection. Okay, so all we can really do is our own part, our focus on our own energy and coming into alignment with that which we desire. So tune into the 4 different groups here, group 1, 2, 3, and 4, and maybe I'll read these cards to you. The first group is Everything I Need Comes to Me in the Perfect Time. Number 2 is I Have Abundance in All Areas of My Life. And number 3 is I Am My Own Unique Self. And number 4, I Am Precious and I Cherish Who I Am. So whichever group of cards you feel drawn to, trust your intuition, your gut, your heart, whichever kind of pulls at your energy the strongest. And always, of course, trust your intuition. Take what resonates with you in this message, and if it's not resonating, it's not the message for you. Always trust yourself first and foremost. These readings are meant to affirm what you already know and feel to be true for yourself. It is your higher self's way of affirming through synchronicity and messages that it has guided you here. If you feel guided here, there's a message for you. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. I absolutely adore all of you. I love tuning into your energy. It feels so empowering, so focused and pure and aligned with unconditional love. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm very honored to be a messenger. And I truly hope this message brings you the relief, the comfort, the affirmation that you're looking for at this time. So let's get started, you guys. I'll put timestamps in the comments section below. And let's get started. Group number 1. All right, you guys. So for those of you who chose group number 1, let's see what's going on with you and your divine union, your divine relationship, your counterpart, the person that you're meant to spend your life with, your life partner, your soulmate, twin flame, however you resonate, however that feels for you. It's definitely that feeling that is an undeniable connection, and knowing that this person is home. This is the person that you feel like you can be yourself around, your highest, best version. And it's an energy of support and love and opening and expression, learning together. So let's see what wants to come through. I'm just going to lay them all out here. Of course, this one says, Everything I need comes to me in the perfect time. I relax and enjoy life. I know that whatever I need to know is revealed to me in the perfect time and space sequence. Let's see what you got here. 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Okay, let's see. I'm going to put this here, maybe. So, okay, I'm just going to lay them all out first here and make sure you can see on the camera where everything is. Okay, we've got inspiration, the number 11. The Water Fairy, 28, Feelings and Emotions. Persistence, Lou. Be Spontaneous, the number 31. Spells, Alchemy, a lot of fire. Oh, No Place Like Home, the number 50. Summer Solstice, Radiance. Wow, a lot of fire. Sacral Chakra, number 2. And let's see your tarot cards. We have, well, I guess it would be the Sacral Chakra. It's one of my tarot cards here. The Queen of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Empress. Beautiful. And your Rumi card is Divine Mother Manifests. So actually, let me move these cards around. This over here. Interesting. Very beautiful message I can feel. Just make sure all the cards are here. All right, you guys. So I'm feeling a lot of fire energy. So a renewed sense of passion and inspiration and adventure, you know, that desire to be spontaneous and trust your soul, and feeling that excitement that comes with taking a spontaneous leap of faith or following something because you know it's coming from your soul, your heart. It's like it feels so good. It kind of triumphs everything else. And it's that feeling of home. There is no place like home. There is no place like feeling at home. And home is in your heart. So when you are in tune with your heart, when your heart begins to open, when you really begin to go within and ask yourself what your heart is desiring, and you choose to listen and you choose to allow that to guide you, there's this beautiful energy of you know, confidence and groundedness and persistence and endurance, because you know that it is meant for you. You know that there is a reason it's being shown to you, that you're being guided, that you're feeling this way. It's an awareness. This connection is bringing a lot of inspiration. It's also the number 11 card, which I love. And it's, you know, she's here in the snow in the winter, but it's like there is this energy of going through the darkness, going through an energy of feeling cold and left out, you know, like left out and locked out of the house, so to speak, or like things not feeling quite in alignment, right? Where you're meant to be. So this feeling of inspiration, of gratitude and appreciation for this energy of the life force. It's, you know, your sacral chakra is your confidence and your creativity, your inspiration. It is your spiritual soul foundation, you know. And with the Queen of Pentacles here, she's very grounded. She's very tuned into the quality of energy of the earth, of the material world. And she's very nurturing and safe, and she's very stable, right? She's also very connected to nature and to the abundance energy, the energy of abundance, of true unconditional love. She values herself and others. She understands that everyone, including herself, is a divine being of unconditional love. And we have this amazing reality that we can co-create with. She's a co-creator with nature. She understands her connection to nature. So her material realm is very abundant, very rich with the energy of security and inspiration. Her home is, you can go there and be yourself. You can express yourself in however way that calls to you. You can explore and discover who you really are. This is someone you can confide in and will be there for you and support you, not in a codependent type way, but in a way that is empowering. She will show you how to become self-reliant and self-sufficient as well. You know, she might be out in her garden, and if you come out to chat with her, she's going to give you advice and love and groundedness, and she's also going to show you how to plant some seeds, you know, that you can plant your own seeds and create your own reality when we are aligned with our hearts. So I feel like there's been, you know, especially with the Empress energy here as well. The Empress is the divine feminine energy, and it is that energy of nurturing the life force, connecting to what is real, what is true, the earth, the stars, she's very fertile with this life force energy. So this is also a very receptive energy. So, you know, she's, the queen is sitting here, the Empress, they're sitting on their thrones. They don't have to get up and make things happen. They know, they have that intuition, that receptive, intuitive knowing and connection with their higher self, with the earth, with the universe, that what they desire, what they're here to bring forth, what the life force energy that they're fertile with is meant to be nourished, is meant to be nurtured and grow and thrive. So the feminine energy here, this divine feminine, is staying focused on what is really important to her, what really matters. And I see a lot of, you know, with the hangman here, this is shifting our perspective from the fear-based consciousness to love. And it is taking the time out. It is pulling back. And sometimes we feel like it could even be beyond our control. We can't move forward. Like we're kind of feeling stuck, hung up, but it's meant to give us the opportunity to really reevaluate things, to see things from a new perspective, to take on, you know, to pull back our energy, go into our higher self and shift it's enlightenment. You know, you come to this place of enlightenment because you're able to see things from a new perspective and incorporate it all into the bigger picture. So it's like, before we really know what we want, we have to be willing to go within ourselves and really contemplate and look at our past and look at things that have happened and how they've played out and how we can move forward in alignment with who we really are. And that's, you know, with the sacral chakra here and summer solstice radiance, even this card persistence with Lu, spells, there's just it's the fire, that fire energy within you is guiding you. It is saying, yes, you are on the right path. So the more you feel your creativity come to life, the more you feel inspired, the more you are able to express your truth, like really speak your truth here with the fifth chakra, which is your throat chakra, the more you blossom, the more you become your best version. And our divine counterparts represent a relationship where we can be ourselves fully. You know, there is no need to hide or suppress or deny any parts of ourselves. They will encourage you to become your greatest version. They will encourage your inspiration and your creativity and to express your emotions. You know, maybe in the past there have been relationships where you weren't able to fully express your feelings and your emotions. And emotions are fluid. They're meant to move and flow. And when we don't express, when we hold things in, when we react to the fear, our emotions get all clogged up and stuck within us and we become stagnant. So it's like fire here, this passion. I love that it's coming with the water because that fiery energy, that passionate energy that we feel with our divine counterparts, and we don't feel with just anyone. It's chemistry. It's beyond our control. It's something that has been created before we even got here, right? It's this eternal bond, this eternal connection energy of unconditional love that we feel deep in our soul. And this fire, once we recognize it, once we know, right? Fire is very alive and it's full of passion and inspiration and creativity. It can burn away, you know, it's purifying in a sense, but it can burn you at the same time. It can get out of control. It can, if we're not aware of our own energy and how it affects us, you know, if we're not aware of what these energies are, we may feel like it's too intense and back away, right? And be like, oh, I don't want to get burned by the fire, so I'm gonna not pay attention to that feeling. I'm going to maybe, explore other things. But that fire, if we don't acknowledge it, then it has to go somewhere. Our emotions, the same thing. It's like this relationship will allow your emotions to flow freely. And at the same time, there's this grounded energy of knowing that this relationship isn't going to cause negative emotions and feelings. It will only create healing, positive, supportive emotions to flow. So whatever, I feel like there's a lot of purifying going on here, like burning away of the old and being open to what's coming, getting back in touch with your emotions, seeing how valuable and precious they are, that they are actually guiding us in the right direction. When we feel we're able to open our hearts and be vulnerable, that is a very rare and beautiful thing. And when we feel that in a connection, it's something to value and treasure. I feel there's a lot of alignment and just freedom in this connection. I want to read this Divine Mother Manifest. This is from the Rumi deck, and this deck is absolutely gorgeous. And I really feel like for those of us that are on this journey, it's about really learning how to alchemize, become masters of our energy. Your divine counterpart, first and foremost, is yourself. It's really loving yourself unconditionally and being your own divine counterpart, being your own best friend, standing by your side, so that when you meet your divine counterpart in the physical, when your paths cross, when the universe brings you two together, you recognize them immediately. And it's more than just a physical recognition. It's beyond that. It's spiritual, it's soul, it's heart, it's emotional. There's a reason why we have an emotional connection to someone, and it goes far beyond the logical mind. So this is a time for you that you're really becoming a true alchemist of your own reality, of your own love story. And I feel like this is saying, be mindful of what your thoughts are manifesting. You're learning how to tune into love and courage and bravery and honesty and compassion, forgiveness, spontaneity, adventure, persistence, endurance. This person is worth going the distance for, because you're worth going the distance for. And it's really getting in tune with how you alchemize, in tune with how you bring things into manifestation, especially here with the Empress energy. And being spontaneous. Like, this is a time for you to be spontaneous, to follow your fire, to allow the adventures to unfold. I feel like this is a connection where you just know it's going to feel like home. And this connection is there. It's coming. If you guys are not in that connection, it's on its way. And if you feel like things are kind of on hold right now, it's for the purpose of truly coming into alignment with your perspective and knowing what you deserve, knowing what you want, absolutely, because it's a time for you to really shine and to be who you really are. So everything you need comes to you at the perfect time. I feel like you've done a lot of healing. Like, you're healed in a lot of ways. Like, you're stable, you're grounded, you're handling your life and your family, and you're doing what you need to do. You're staying positive, optimistic. You're having moments of like epiphanies and enlightenment. It's like, you're on the path because you're feeling more at home in your heart, at home in your vessel with who you really are. So I love it. Keep following the energy that's bringing the confidence, the creativity, the inspiration. And you'll know who your divine counterpart is, because they bring out that energy within you naturally on their own without even doing anything, right? Just because of who they are. So I want to read the Divine Mother Manifest for you, 15. And 15 is the number 6, which to me always represents unconditional love between our person, between our people. Healing. It's a healing energy. And fives are change, and one is that new beginning. It's a new beginning that is manifesting. It requires you to nurture it and love it and heal whatever is within you that needs healing, and to keep moving forward and being open to the beautiful life force energy that is surrounding you and grounding through you. So let me read this. The poem here by Rumi says, "O you living in the world of 6 directions, accept the gloom and accept the bliss, for those seeds buried in the ground will one day grow into fruitful orchards." Rumi. We share her, this divine mother, you and I. We are her precious children. We are born through her love, and she shares in our losses and our gains, our tragedies and our triumphs. Her hair forms the galaxies, her thoughts become the stars. The sun is her own warmth, and her breath is felt upon this earth, causing the roar of the ocean waves. Her voice is heard in the call of the whales and the trill of the birds. She is all, nurturing life into existence. She is in my reaching for you, and she is in your acceptance of my divine hand. She is all, this great lady. Nothing lies outside of her sphere of influence and power, compassion and grace. That includes you and your dreams, great and small, my angel of love. This oracle comes to you via the sacred grace and mercy of the Divine Mother, who is the great manifesting expression of divinity. All that is created, all that is made manifest, without exception, flows from her being. This is why it is safe to trust in life, even, most especially, the inexplicable mystery and even the darkness that may give rise to fear and judgment within us. It is all part of her unfathomable workings. So we pray for light, we pray for love, we honor and live our lives with its mysteries, with as much integrity as we can muster. But beyond that, it is best to participate in this life with much less certainty than the mind would have us believe necessary for inner peace. Inner peace doesn't come with understanding, it comes with trusting. Can we understand a star or a galaxy? Perhaps not. Yet we can choose to trust in its beauty and beingness, and from it derive great energy, hope, and inspiration. The ways of the Divine Mother are not to be judged by our limited standards, rather than can be witnessed, experienced, and received. What a relief to not need to understand. What a relief to simply live with trust and know that everything will work its way out. Through those wise ways of the Divine Mother, there is a gift headed to you now. Will you receive it? That gift is one of manifestation, something you've been working towards, growing into, loving, and dreaming for, perhaps for a very long time, is finally coming to fruition. Perhaps you have caught a sniff of the aromas from the divine kitchen and know the meal is nearly ready, and it smells delicious. Ooh, or perhaps you have already been a curious and naughty angel. You've poked your head through a door to the divine dining room, only to be captivated by the candlelight dancing in reflection upon gleaming silverware and the subtle sounds of crystal goblets and finest china being laid down upon an exquisite dining table. Or maybe, dearest one, you have absolutely no clue what is about to happen. With your thoughts and attention so often turned to the past or future, you have yet to realize what is coming to life for you this moment. Perhaps you will not gain any advance notice. You will instead run smack into the middle of a dinner party hosted in your honor, and perhaps even feel unprepared, wondering if this morning's yoga attire is suitable for such a grand occasion. You are being asked to receive this gift completely and utterly, whether you feel sufficiently worthy or not, or appropriately and readily attired. It is time, and the bestowal of this gift is as it should be. Whether it seems to be in the best form, or how it should be according to your opinion or the opinions of others, it is as the Divine Mother has accorded it to be. She has her wild ways, of course, and oftentimes her workings in the world are, to put it mildly, downright unfathomable. Yet somehow all things, all creations, all of life, her every working, serve love. You are one of her creations, and so is the imminent manifestation of your own heart truths. Live it, love it, receive it completely. It is yours and meant to be so. This oracle comes with additional guidance for you. No matter whether or not things appear to be working out, they are. And you are held in the loving protection of the Divine Mother to keep you from straying from your highest path and divine destiny. There is work here for you to do upon this planet in your own unique way. It is in the work of the Divine Mother, the work of love. So then, allow her to care for you, even if you wonder what the heavenly minx is up to at times. Wow. So, what a beautiful message for you guys. You absolutely deserve what is coming, and I feel like you feel it. That's why you're watching this message, obviously, but this is affirming what you are feeling, this energy of spontaneity, of inspiration, of fire, of passion. It's not too good to be true. It's actually meant for you, and you wouldn't be feeling it if it wasn't. Like, you wouldn't feel the inspirations. Like, you can't manufacture this out of the blue. You can't make this up. This comes from such a deep place within us that is, it catches us off guard at times. You know, we meet someone and they inspire things within us that we didn't even realize were there. They awaken life force within us, and that is a very special connection. You know, it takes sometimes life experience and wisdom to understand how very rare those connections are in our lives. So embrace it, accept this gift. It's something that you have been feeling and manifesting, and it is all coming to you at the perfect time. Relax and enjoy life. I know that whatever I need to know is revealed to me in the perfect time and space sequence. So letting go of needing to understand what this feeling is, and more so trusting this feeling and allowing it to guide you and to unfold, and you will begin to understand as it unfolds, as you live it through your own experience. It's that feeling of home, of knowing. And so trust yourself, trust your divine guidance, your intuition, your heart, and shine. This is an energy that you're just going to radiate and shine. This connection brings out the best in you. It brings out your life force energy. So it's very blessed and divinely guided, and it's doing this for both of you. It's doing this for both of you. The universe is bringing you together, and it's like, this is beautiful. This is such a beautiful connection. So I hope that this message brought you affirmation and comfort, relief, and inspiration to stay positive and embrace the love that you are, to be true to yourself. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for choosing love and walking this path. I'm so grateful to be here with you guys. More than I can express in words. I just feel so honored. So thank you for subscribing, for liking, commenting, sharing. You can find me on Instagram and Patreon, as well as my website, crystallyn.love. And other than that, you guys, I'm so grateful to be here with you, and I will see you again for the next pick a card. Sending you all my infinite love as always. Peace out. All right, group number 2. How are you guys? Welcome to your reading. Welcome to your message. I'm very honored to be here with you and to share whatever message wants to come through about your divine relationship, your counterpart, twin flame journey, soulmate, this very deep spiritual connection that you feel, which of course begins with yourself first and foremost, okay? So I have abundance in all areas of my life. I claim abundance for myself right here and right now. I deserve to be prosperous. I deserve my good. Okay? I love that. See what you got here. Look at this. Happy family. Number 4. Prosperity. Number 32. Okay, so this message is very much infused with abundance and true abundance and prosperity. The Wind Fairy, thoughts, words, intellectual analysis, the number 29. Follow your heart, St. Francis. fresh approach, number 21. Shagai, fragmented. I think this is from Divination of the Ancients, and this is about bone throwing, divining with bones. So we'll read that and see what it has to say. Yang, number 1. This is the divine masculine energy of movement and action. Fire. Full moon completion from Earth Magic. Third eye chakra. Okay, this is your tarot cards here. Let me move these. Yeah. If you guys can see all the cards on here. Okay. So we've got third eye chakra. We've got 3 of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Page of Swords, as well as this card's from the Rumi deck, and it's the number 9, the impossible made possible. Okay, interesting. Let's see what's going on here, you guys. Look at your tarot cards here. So I feel like you've gone through a period in your life where you experience the energy of lack consciousness, or not having enough, or not being enough, or just feeling like it's a struggle, you know, to constantly be in that energy of abundance, to just feel naturally abundant. I feel like you've really been guided through a lot of experience and allowing you to really tune in with what true abundance is. Because I always, whenever I see this card here, I always see how it's, you know, it's dark, it's the middle of the night, the full moon's out, but it's like shining this beauty, this glow on all this magnificent hidden beauty in the darkness. You know, it's magical, it's ethereal, it's, these flowers are all in bloom. It's like the nighttime garden where the flowers bloom at night, and the spring, you know, the water that is pure life force energy. It's just this, a true abundance is an energy. It's the frequency of unconditional love. It is, you feel the abundance when it's genuine, when it's coming from that authentic place of love. It's, there's no manipulation or deceptive type energies attached to it. That is what true abundance is. It's a feeling of contentment and peace and prosperity, knowing that everything you need comes to you at the right time, knowing that you are provided for, that you are supported and loved unconditionally, and that all of your needs are going to be met no matter what. It's our birthright. So it's about aligning with the truth of what love is, the truth of abundance, the truth of life. And I feel like here with the Wind Fairy, there's been a lot of new ideas and inspiration that has come through, new ways of processing the past, really communicating consciously, you know, like paying attention to how you communicate, what words you choose to use, how you're choosing to process things and analyze things, and receiving thoughts from your higher self, from the divine. It's like you recognize the difference between fear and love, the thoughts that are based in fear and the thoughts that are rooted in love. So with the Yang card here, this is a card of action, of taking action. Like it's a, with the completion of the cycle here with the full moon, it may be that you have had a lot of time being able to contemplate and go within and be very receptive to your intuition, to the thoughts from the divine, from your higher self that were coming in, your guides, your team. And you've gained this amazing insight and understanding. You've expanded your consciousness and your awareness, and you've completed this cycle. And as you're coming out of that cycle, now you're feeling inspired to take action, you know, to move in the direction of this happy family of, you know, true prosperity. It's like, I feel like you're seeing how it's more than just money, right? It's more than just a material foundation of home, a roof over your head. It's more than that, you know. It's, you're in alignment with something truly harmonious and balanced and stable in your life. And this energy of happy family. You know, they're on the beach under a rainbow. The storm has passed. They're together. They've made it through. They're connected through this amazing, intimate energy of unconditional love. And together they can create the life that they desire. Like together, they will work together. They will support each other. They will inspire each other. And through that energy, you can manifest anything. Anything is possible, right? So with the fresh approach here, I feel like it's really encouraging you to follow your heart, to follow your soul, which you may not have done completely in the past, you know, because of fear-based consciousness, which is something that we're here to transmute. You know, all of us experience this in many different ways, but we're born into a society, a mainstream culture that is very fear-based. So all of us have this energy of fear within us, and it's about being able to have that courage and that determination to take the time to analyze things, to divine with things, to really connect. And, you know, with the third eye chakra here, I feel like you're very connected to your higher self, to receiving visions. Like you receive visions that are beyond this world, and you know it. And you're also a co-creator. You're a master co-creator of unconditional love. So being a divine counterpart is natural for you, because that is a part of what inspires you to be who you are. You know, it's seeing your own value, your own worth, knowing that you have these amazing abilities within you. And it's about recognizing your own value and also seeing the value in others and being able to come together and build something solid. And I feel like right now, especially divine counterparts are here to anchor unconditional love and build that solid foundation of love. And so it's not only about our relationship, but it is our life purpose. And so we all have to face this devil energy head on. This look at ourselves in the mirror and see where we have not been in alignment with ourselves, you know, to see where we have maybe compromised our own integrity, or we suppressed our emotions, or we held back from things, or we didn't trust our intuition because of the programs and beliefs that were rooted deep within us as children. So it's recognizing that you're not a victim. It's recognizing that you are the creator of your reality, and nothing has power over you unless you give it your permission, unless you allow it. So that's what this energy teaches us. It teaches us how to stand in our power, how to be a true co-creator, you know, how to be true to ourselves. We are these infinite beings, and it's learning about our infinite nature, that we are connected to a source that is greater than us. And I feel like with the Page of Swords here, this is an energy of, again, with the Wind Fairy, it's learning, it's understanding, it's new thoughts and ideas that are coming in, and it's a feeling of curiosity and excitement. Like you're ready to learn about the truth, about your truth, about how to communicate your truth, how to live your truth. And it's, you know, it's about following your heart. It's about allowing your heart to be your compass moving forward, as opposed to any thoughts in your mind that are fear-based, right? Because our soul doesn't live in the mind. Our soul lives in the heart. The heart is the compass. And when we understand what our heart is desiring, when we feel it, when we follow it, you know, and we can feel it when we are engaged in something that we truly enjoy doing, which I see this in the Three of Pentacles. It's this energy of really, you know, that your passion, your hobby, what you're really good at comes from your soul. It comes from beyond just your human vessel, that it's divine, right? So you know what that energy feels like. You're in tune with it. And so it's about really learning about your path moving forward and writing your love story. And I feel like you're being asked to see things to embrace this new perspective. It's not that you're being asked, you already are. You're seeing things from a new perspective, and you're ready to take action, right? You're ready to make the impossible made possible, right? Let's see what this fragmented card says. Curious about it. Yeah. I feel like it's like you're tuning into new ways of divining with yourself, of receiving affirmation from your higher self. It's not very many people choose to throw bones anymore. So this card says that the worst is behind you, and you can begin to breathe deeply, knowing you will never have to go through the same difficulties again, okay? And that's beautiful, because I was feeling that with the rainbow here, that the worst is behind you. A place of such uncertainty that it left you feeling that all you cared for was torn from you, lost forever. It hasn't been easy at all to gather what little strength you had left, but sometimes we must undergo a journey of turmoil to find the haven of peace on the other side. So you know that you are safe to release your sorrow and allow your tears to cleanse away your hurt. As though gathering back your scattered shagai bones, your heart will knit together and you will soon feel whole again. Wow. I won't turn back, I'll carry on. Hard words and sorrow made me strong. For now I rise, I'm standing tall. Emotions healed, I conquer all. A situation is healed, time to pick up the pieces and move on. It says quit playing the victim. Don't be ruled by your emotions. Focus on a positive outcome. Give yourself time and permission to heal and grieve. Happiness awaits, okay? So I love that, because it's, it's like learning how to take full responsibility for our own energy is not easy. It's very, very challenging, and that's why it requires us to tune into that strength and bravery to face the devil, which is truly about understanding that everything we're afraid of is within us. It's once we face our fears, they disappear, they resolve, we overcome, we realize, oh my gosh, there are so many things that hold us back from truly following our happiness, and they're not based on the truth. They're illusions. They're not real. I mean, these people have a chain around their neck, but it's very loose. They could take it off. They are learning that the true path to love and happiness comes from within. It comes from following the heart, not from anything outside of themselves. When we can see our own divine reflection, we can then see that in the world. Everything that we see becomes a divine reflection. There is nothing outside of you that has power over you. When we believe that, we're allowing ourselves to be in that victim mentality, and it's very disempowering. So it's not meant to feel bad about. It's meant to recognize and say, well, I am this infinite being. I'm not a victim, and I do have the strength to face whatever fears come my way, because ultimately, once we do, the fears dissolve, and we can see clearly. We can see clearly. So it's a period of learning, and really learning about things, and being curious and open to new ideas, new opportunities, communicating your truth, with like-minded people, discovering, being curious, and being like a student again. So this is about following your heart, I feel like, versus your head. And these visions that you're receiving through your third eye chakra, they're giving you insight on how to take action moving forward. It's activating this fire, this yang energy, bringing balance between the masculine and feminine energy. I mean, the moon is a feminine energy here with the yang. So I feel like there's, you've been experiencing one end of the spectrum and the other, and now you're coming into balance, okay? And this is your path of true abundance and love. This is your love story. So let's read this. Impossible made possible. Beautiful. Number 9 as well. So the poem says, love brings the sea into boiling and turns the mountains into a pebble. Love creates infinite openings in the dark sky and shudders the earth with its magnitude. Rumi. She spins the great earth goddess upon invisible strings amidst a wildly pulsating ballet of life. Stars are born, live and die all around her. Life moves in constant flux, and still she spins in her great loving constant pirouette. How can this be? All of creation is born from nothing. Out of endless silence and darkness, light emerges. What a strange magic is this? The sun beats the solar system and burns with the power to destroy life, yet it is a force by which life is sustained. Surely this makes no sense and cannot be. We dance in the realm of the impossible, made possible constantly, you and I. We are so engrossed in it, so familiar with it, and yet blind to it, that these constant impossibilities happening in every moment fail to inspire us. Yet, what are your biggest, boldest, most extraordinarily impossible dreams compared to this great impossibility of life itself? Ah, they are but tiny seeds in the Creator's masterful hand being now planted in the heavenly garden. Yes, they are being planted right now, for the moon tells us the time is right. Most tenderly shall they be watched over, nurtured into fullness according to the season. Yes, that growth is assured, the impossible is now made possible. We only limit what we believe to be possible by our lack of imagination. The divine has recourse to all that is and all that is yet to be. Is there any limit to the resources of the heavens? No. So then why has not every impossible dream now been rendered possible, indeed manifest in shining glory upon the earth? The human heart knows everything envisioned can manifest according to divine timing and grace. Yet the mind does quake with fear, so much so that it will not listen to the heart at times. That fear is a childlike nightmare that should you offer yourself up to the sacred loving power of the great Creator, you might be found to be lacking. The mind holds itself captive with dark fantasies of that profound rejection and then avoids confronting it directly at all costs. It creates barriers instead, truly nothing more than lines in the sand, yet believed to be forts. But what strongholds can resist love? It is like water. It seeps into every available space and changes form to survive in every environmental condition. With unfailing intelligence, it creates life. From stream to ice, rainfall, the river and ocean, rain descending into snowflakes, snow capping the peak, expressing itself with beauty and genius. It nestles under the earth and rises to the sky, only to return to the earth again. It will erode blockages and prevail, no matter how long that process takes. It carves the earth into shape and form. Where it is, there is life. Such is the adaptable intelligence and persistence of water, just as is the power of love. So now you are guided by this loving power to drop the doubt, shed the incredulity, and open up the mind. Allow your imagination to be inspired as though you are a child in a great garden, hearing the breath of the earth in the wind, whipped leaves, and the voices of the ancestors in bird song. The universe wants something to happen for you, something beautiful, something utterly improbable, and something perfect for your path, your own unique divine destiny. Your mind will wonder if it is even possible. People around you may wonder the same thing, but your heart will burn for it to become real, to become more than a fantastic, improbable dream. You'll want it with all your soul. You may not even be consciously aware as yet what this great desire is, but your heart knows. It holds the secret knowledge and will unveil it when your mind can handle it. When your heart is much more powerful than your mind, you won't unintentionally block the incredible grace of manifestation seeking to pour into your thirsty soul like the sweetest, purest waters of blessing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. So, wow, you really are being guided to listen to your heart. Like this is about really getting out of your head in order to fully connect with your love, your divine love. It comes from the heart and nowhere else. And it will never give up on you. It will never stop. You will never stop being divinely guided, ever. You will always be guided consistently 100% of the time, always towards divine love. And that requires us to go within first and foremost. Your soul will guide you within to find that divine reflection within you and continue guiding you on your path as you move forward. It's you are learning how to connect with your higher self and your divine mind so that the words, the communication, the thoughts, the ideas are in alignment with your higher self and not with anything outside of you, anything external. It's all coming from within you. So that is going to guide you towards your divine counterpart. If you're not with them already, right? This is about following your heart and seeing things from a new perspective. And I think fresh approach too is like speaks to having tried something before and feeling like it didn't work out or it didn't come to fruition, and now we have an opportunity to do something new. That says, time to step out of the box in an old way of doing things. You're being challenged to try something new. Look at how to create magic in your world. Create with intention of filling your life with joy and happiness. Achieve your desires while experimenting with new activities. You always have options. Don't feel limited. Even when you aren't in motion, you are making a choice. You're being prodded to make a decision now. Don't worry about not making the right one. Every mistake brings us lessons and opportunities. The amount you can learn is immeasurable. Base your choice on love and the best option for you. Imagine failing is not a part of any of your choices. What will you choose? Okay? Choose love. What would love do? That's the question I ask myself constantly, all day long, every day. What would love do? What would love do? Because you are love. So follow your heart. You deserve everything that you desire. And that is where you will find your true prosperity. Okay? Action. Take inspired action. If it doesn't feel inspired, don't do anything. That's a choice too. If you don't feel inspired, that's your choice not to take action. If you feel inspired, choose to take action. Everything is a choice. And I feel like this is guiding you. Like maybe you're someone who is always taking action all the time to try and make it happen, but it's about recognizing which action to take, whether in not taking action is a choice, is it not taking is action, right? It's like you've gained a lot of wisdom from the past. So trust your heart, follow your heart. It's obviously speaking to you and guiding you towards this beautiful, happy family. Like you have a beautiful, happy, divine life that is already manifest. It's simply a matter of aligning to your truth, right? And your higher self, and taking the action that you feel internally inspired to take. And this energy of fear, it will no longer have any power over you because you're not giving it any. So I love this reading, you guys. I truly feel honored to walk with you. You are a strong, amazing, infinite soul. And none of this stuff is ever easy, but the rewards, the healing, the opening that comes with really coming into alignment with who we are in our heart, there is no comparison to that. And all of the energy, all of the effort that you put in is never in vain. It's all about learning and gaining that wisdom so that moving forward, like you can do things differently. You can, make different choices. It's recognizing that sometimes in the past, most of the choices that we made were maybe rooted in fear and not in love. And so it's recognizing now that because you've chosen love, chosen to be authentic and true to who you are and follow your heart, your choices now are based in a very pure place, and they're guiding you in the direction that you desire to go. So trust yourself and keep moving forward, because you are moving towards a beautiful, amazing life, okay? It's already amazing, but you're going to see it manifesting and feel it on a deeper level. And I'm just so happy for you. So thank you, you guys. I hope this message affirmed and just resonated with where you're at and gave you some life to move forward in this direction of following your heart. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. You can find me on my website at crystallyn.love, or on Instagram, or my Patreon, where I do messages and offer personal readings. So thank you, guys. I am always honored and grateful, and I look forward to seeing you for the next pick a card reading. Sending all my info love always. Peace out, you guys. All right, group number 3. How are you, group number 3? Let's see what your message is. I'm honored to deliver this message. I felt really guided to tune into the twin flames, the divine counterparts, and to share the message of love and hope and inspiration, and to bring the awareness that first and foremost, we are our own divine counterpart, that we become our own twin flame, our own soulmate, our own best friend. And so that when we cross paths with our divine counterpart, we recognize them immediately, not just through external factors, but we feel it on a deep soul level. They're a divine reflection because we know our own. I just feel that coming through with this, I am my own unique self. Everyone is unique and different. If we are like other people, then we are not expressing our specialness. So, wow. It's like, embrace who you are. If we are not true to our own divine reflection, then we're not going to recognize each other when we see each other. So you received Angel of Balance, Clarity, number 17, Risk, number 40, Choose Peace, Yogananda, Maintain Your Childlike Spirit, okay, Omen, and I can never pronounce this word properly, Ornithomancy, Omen. I think I'll have to look at that one. Deep Knowing, number 43, Fairies, Earth Magic. Your Rumi card is The Courage of Your Love, number 38. I love that card. Okay, and then your tarot cards here. Just move these over here. You've got Trust, which is the Fool, 4 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and 6 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that's beautiful energy. Very beautiful. This is beautiful. I feel like you're really contemplating some things right now. You are like, you have this very intense, deep knowing about this connection, okay? There's something, though, that is holding you back from really embracing this connection. With the Angel of Balance here, I feel like there's, your guides, your team are around to bring balance. It's like you're bringing balance within yourself and within the situation, especially with Choose Peace. So I feel like right away with the Risk card here and Omen, these cards speak to an energy that is not going to go away. First of all, it's not going to disappear. It's something that if not confronted and brought into balance, will result in a feeling of regret, a feeling of what could have been that will linger. And there's no reason. There's no reason for that. And I feel like it has a lot to do with your own I want to say your own insecurities in a sense of really believing in the strength of your own divinity, your own love, like who you really are, embracing your unique self, that maybe recognizing and accepting that you're not like everyone else, that you are different like I am. Maybe you're a fringe dweller or an eclectic, or you're an artist, you're creative, you just see things differently, you live differently, you're not stuck in a box and, in the mainstream 3D way of life, which is very, appealing to some, but to others like us, it's really boring and there's no excitement. And it's just like, I feel like you're someone who has worked very hard to build a solid foundation for yourself, and you're very balanced in your approach with like abundance and finances. You're not materialistic, but you appreciate the value of what money brings as far as like security, being able to provide for your family or have experiences that are nourishing to the soul and the heart that allow you to express your true self. And I feel like you're you're ready to expand into something more, right? This divine love is calling to you because it is there is nothing that compares to it, right? I feel like you've really spent your time wisely, you know, like there's this energy of maybe I feel like you've worked really hard and you're being encouraged to get back in touch with your childlike spirit, with your innocence, your purity, your fun, you know, the fun, the laughter, the uniqueness that you are. And with the earth fairies, with magic, earth magic here, this is something I experience. You know, I feel very resonant with this reading because there's this energy of like, whenever I see this card, you know, it's like being out in the forest and being with the trees and coming into this awareness that you have this magical ability maybe to communicate with the trees and the elements and telekinesis and telepathy. And you know, maybe you play with the elements and the energy and you see how your energy is connected and how you can move with the trees, that you have that same ability to connect with plants and animals, and maybe birds come up to you and you know the trees vibrate around you. Like this is an energy that is also it's something we are all have the ability to do, but when we are truly embraced in our own spirit and that energy of unconditional love for ourselves and for the earth, um, we become aware that of this connection, and we see in the physical how our energy can interact with the energy of the earth. And so there's like this childlike energy that comes up with that, like, oh my gosh, it's like magic, you know. But really it's not necessarily magic. It's everything is energy, but it brings out that childlike play and innocence that allows you to discover and explore and gain a deeper understanding and wisdom of what life's all about. With the Fool card here, it's like trust this new beginning. This is a new beginning, a leap of faith into really trusting the mystery, taking that leap of faith into something unknown that you've known one way for so long, but you also recognize there is like you're expanding, you're growing, and there's this awareness that there's so much more that we're not aware of. I feel like you're being asked to take a risk. There's something that is pulling at your heart. You have a deep knowing. This connection is a deep knowing. So maybe you know who this person is, your divine counterpart, and you just have this deep knowing that that's who they are. And you're being asked to choose peace. So maybe this is someone from your past that you've been connected with before, and you've come into this awareness of who they are and what they mean to you. And with clarity here, I feel like there is a lot of divine guidance around you that is bringing you clarity to the situation. And you may feel like this choice you have to make is a risk, like, and it is, you know, love is a risk. Love is a risk because it can be dangerous. You know, we can get hurt. We can get burned by the fire. But when we are rooted in that place of love, when we feel that unconditional love for our own unique self, we understand that if we can love ourselves, regardless of what we've gone through, if we can realize that we've been light and dark and love ourselves anyways, knowing that we have the choice to choose love, we know that like our divine counterpart is going to love us as we love ourselves or better, right? That is how it works. And you would never be divinely guided towards someone that you weren't meant to be with. I feel like when you take this risk, whatever it is, like it feels like a risk, but it's really not. It's like there is clarity that comes with this decision. Like there's something pulling at you that you know deep within you. You're being asked to make this decision. I love that it's number 17 because I feel like it's seeing through illusions. It's being able to see through the veil. And with the number 1, it's a new beginning into the awareness of that internal sight that gives you the strength, right? And then number 8, the strength to move towards balance, move towards that which brings balance into your life. And it may feel like a risk because it's like, what if it doesn't work out? Well, that's, that in itself is the fear talking. If you're choosing peace, if you're rooted in love and your intuition is deeply speaking to you, you can never lose what's truly meant to be yours. And I know I feel like you've been really meditating on this. You've been really going within to gain the clarity that you need to make a decision. Wow, I just feel like I'm going to pull a card for this one because I'm feeling like this card in the deck. Let me read. Let me see what it says here. Sorry, you guys. I think that it suggests that you pull another card to clarify it because I'm still learning this deck, so I apologize. Okay. So it speaks to being alert, because there are a lot of signs around you right now. There's a lot of signs and synchronicities that are coming to you to warn you. So it's about really listening to that deep knowing within you because it's trying to tell you something. It's like if you don't listen to your intuition, your deep knowing, something is going to transpire that may not be comfortable to experience. And it's not out of fear. It's more like really tuning into your truth, your integrity. Choose peace. So what is the decision, whether it seems like a risk or not? If it's peace, if it's choosing peace and it feels like a risk, there is no negative side effect to choosing peace. There is no negative side effect to choosing balance, to choosing to do the right thing. If we don't, we basically suppress our childlike spirit, our connection to our higher self. If we don't listen, this connection to the earth goes away. And there is a way that I gauge myself. When I was awakening, I spent a lot of time in nature, a lot of time with the trees by myself. And that's where I discovered my connection to the earth and the elements and, aerokinesis, telekinesis, agrokinesis. It's telepathy, which is the frequency of unconditional love is telepathic. So whenever I was questioning myself or wondering about things like, is this connection based on unconditional love? I would go out into the forest and I would tune into that person, and the trees, like the vibration, the energy would tell me. Is like I can divine with the trees and tune into an energy. If it is something that is true for me, that is truly an unconditionally loving relationship for me, I feel it so deep within me that my energy radiates out and the trees show me. If it's an energy where I'm not sure and I'm doubting and I'm questioning, there won't be any activity. It's like there's no energy flowing from my heart. So our heart is a huge transmitter of energy. It's way more powerful than your brain or anything else. So, and you can't make up how you feel about someone. If you love someone deeply, your soul is connected to them beyond this physical reality. It is a feeling that you cannot deny. I mean, you can deny it, but it will never feel right. It will never feel right, and it will always continue to haunt you. So no matter what the outcome of this situation is with this person, I feel like this is someone from your past. You have a deep knowing that you have a very spiritual connection. In either way, it's important for you to listen to your intuition and to heed the warnings and to follow the advice of your inner guidance and choose peace. And this requires you, in a sense, to fully embrace and love and accept yourself no matter what, which is a gift in itself. Without having to face this decision, it's like it wouldn't allow you the chance to really embrace who you really are, because someone who loves you unconditionally is going to embrace you and love your uniqueness and love you just the way you are, and would never ask you to change. Would only ask you to be yourself, will only empower you, will only support you and inspire you to become your best version. You know, we can always become better. Every day I strive to become better and better and better, because I'm human and none of us are perfect. And we're not supposed to be perfect. Like, if we're perfect, we're not human. There's no, you know, it's like recognizing your divine infinite nature. Your soul is perfect. Your soul is purity. Your soul is unconditional love. But we are living in these human bodies, in this physical reality. And there's a lot of energies at play here. So it's all about bringing balance and clarity into your life. Even if it seems like a risk, the clarity, the peace of mind and heart is priceless. There is no comparison to that. If we're afraid to bring clarity and balance and peace into our life because we're scared of taking a risk, we don't believe in the courage of our love. And I'm not trying to sound harsh. Like, you are a very strong individual. You are a very hardworking person. The 10 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, you want someone that you can trust and share your life with, share your financial abundance with, and that you know is not going to take advantage of it. It's someone who will appreciate and be grateful every day for how hard you work, for your skills, for your determination to support your family. Like, you are someone, it's understandable to feel that way, but you're at a point in your life now where you have the wisdom. You have the wisdom to discern and know who is truly with you and who isn't. So I'm just feeling like it's like, give me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And if you're not willing to choose peace within your own self, what's going to bring you peace, regardless of the outcome of this relationship or this person that you're thinking about? What is going to bring you ultimate peace and happiness? Because for me, I would rather know the truth so that I can accept it and move on, versus continuing to wonder and have, you know, this lingering feeling of, you know, what if, because that robs us of our life force. Okay, so I feel like you're being asked to take this leap of faith, this risk, whatever this is that feels like a risk to you. It's going to bring peace and balance and clarity, which is ultimately the most important thing for you, because if you don't have that, it's going to be really hard to maintain your foundation that you've worked so hard to build. And this relationship to me is also showing that it's equal. This person, I don't know why I feel this way, but I do know why. Obviously, that's why you're here. But I feel like this person is your equal, is your counterpart in the physical, in a sense that they worked equally as hard on their foundation. They are equally determined to have financial abundance and create a legacy for their children or their family. Like, this is not a one-sided thing at all. This is very much equal and balanced. There's clarity on both sides, and both people are very unique individuals. So let's read this courage of your love. I just feel a lot of strength in this message, so I apologize if I'm coming out like, but it's like you mean business here, and that's why you're taking your time. And there are things about you that people don't know. There are things about you that people don't know, and maybe you're feeling a bit reserved in that sense because, you know, everything that you've put your time and energy into, it means a lot to you. But just know that everything that is meant to be yours, it cannot be taken. Okay, whatever we feel that we've lost, it was never meant to be ours to begin with. You know, if it's like you are, this is amazing. I don't even know what to say. Like, I feel like you are very intuitive and you have a very deep knowing, and this is just affirming that for you. It's giving you that courage to take this risk. That's what this message is all about. So, oh, wow. Let's see what number 38 has to say. The courage of your love. Okay. This love gives you courage too. It's going to fill you with a courage and bravery that maybe you've never felt before, which is amazing, right? That's what you deserve. Courageous love, because you have a lot of courage. I feel like you have a lot of courage. So the Rumi poem is this: love is without reason. Rationality is like a cane. Judgment needs a cane because it is blind. When love arrives, thought dies in its shadow. Love is the sunrise, while thought is only a flashing light. Rumi. I do not bleat at you like a sheep, for to startle you from your slumber I need to roar like a lion. You must awake, my beloved. There is no time to waste, for the wolves are circling, hungry for sacred flesh. So I shall roar mightily, and although at first you recoil in fear, soon enough you will see the wolves. You become aware and grateful to have been thus awoken. Ah, yes, look at that. Okay, wow. Ah, yes, you remember that you have a precious human life to protect. You fear me no more. You thank me. You jump on my back as if you were a warrior astride a wild mount. You roar then along with me, awakening the others as we cause the ground to rumble, disturbing those even in their darkest slumber, deepest slumber. You, like me, are a fierce lion, not a lamb to be led to so many slaughters, the variety and opportunity for which is available in terrible abundance in our world. I feel you are a lion. I feel it. There is a Sufi story about a mother with her breast leaking milk. She loses her child, and once she finds him again, instantly lets him suckle for as long as he needs. A Sufi master nearby says to his students, "Do you think she would throw her baby into the fire?" All the students say, "No, of course not." And the master replies, "Allah loves his children more than she, with enough tenderness to throw them into the fire." So it is with love. At first, as a young heart, you want only comfort for your beloved. You cannot bear the thought of pain within them, even for a moment. Your own suffering is easier than bearing the suffering of your beloved. The young heart grows wise through experience. It becomes an elder, an ancient heart tempered by grace and rendered strong with compassion. This is the great heart that can hold the suffering of the world within it, and yet still find space for peace, for sweetness, for tenderness, and for rapture. This is the heart that shines with courageous love. It is the willing to feel and bear all suffering without judgment, whilst gently holding it in the truth of what that suffering really is, the drying out of the mind addicted to suffering. This drying out is necessary so that love can ignite itself and transform dead wood into living fire. The drying out is a challenging and enduring process. The path of freeing the heart from the effects of a fearful mind is an initiation into great power. So many lapses will happen before the heart grows strong enough to overcome old patterns and surrender without condition or equivocation. When it is ready to surrender in such a way, the heart is free and allowed to simply be, even the mind then, finally freed from shackles and joyfully submitting to love, declares, "Let love be, in whatever way it shall be. I can bear it. I shall take refuge in it. I shall not turn away from it. I am that love." You are an ancient one with a heart older than the mountains. And I love the mountains. So do you. I can feel it. You are being asked to free yourself from the too small loves of the youthful heart and come to understand and accept the wisdom of your mature heart. Your mature heart is not cursed with hardness or detachment, but with compassion and tenacious devotion to the cause that is most real and matters most, the quest for life of the human soul. Your ancient heart loves the soul and will roar like the lion of love at the wolves that would casually devour it. So trust in your courage of your heart. You are not cruel. You are not hard. You are not careless. You are passion personified. You are the lion of love. So allow yourself to be the lion, not the lamb. Stand true in your own heart. Cause trouble, make noise, and be proud and be mighty. Then rest after all that savage dignity. Rest and restore, for day after day you shall claim your holy lands and refuse to give them up to less noble creatures. Though you survey their manipulations and attempts to claim power with compassion, you do not underestimate them or relax your vigilance. You shall not allow for even a moment that falsehood be accepted as truth in your heart. This oracle comes with particular guidance for you. You are not to give into less than you are worth, or to the shaming stories of others of our culture that would cast your regal lion nature into the falsehood of beliefs that you have no choice or power. You are not to give in to the idea that you are a victim and cannot free yourself from your suffering, or that you are less than any other. These are lies. These are petty deceptions, so unworthy of you. Do not believe them. Roar at them until the weak glue holding them together melts under the fire of your holy breath, and they lie dismembered and powerless at your feet. Then intend that those bits and pieces in decay and lovingly return to the Earth Mother, through whom they can be used to fertilize new life. This oracle comes with another message for you. You have a challenge before you, or that you are now moving through, but you have what is necessary to succeed and overcome it. No matter how long it has endured, or how big you have built that challenge up to be in your mind, no matter how unsolvable the issue appears to be, there is and shall be a victory beyond it, and it is imminent. This oracle has come to you to let you know you are empowered to succeed. You have what is required within to do it, and that the time for your victory is drawing near. So do not give up. Instead, do the sacred create a sound of truth for yourself. In that sound, you will hear the mightiest one of all roaring along with you, saying, "Yes, love, I am with you, and together we claim divine victory." So we roar. How we roar. Wow. I feel like this is a perfect message for you. I really feel your strength and your lion energy. It is very attractive. It is very powerful. So you need to know your worth, and you need to know exactly, you need to accept yourself completely and stand by your side like nobody else, because your divine counterpart is going to stand by your side like you do or better. And there is no settling for anything less. And I feel like you're going to know exactly, like, trust your feelings, trust your intuition. You know who the lions are and who the wolves are. And so they're truly, if you feel like you're taking a risk, but it is love, it's worth it. Take that risk, trust, take that leap of faith. Okay. You feel your heart. You feel your heart expanding. And I just feel peace, balance, clarity coming for you. I'm going to pull one card from the deck to clarify this, because it does suggest that you do that. So let's just see what it says to give you any sort of deeper insight into this card. And clarify the omen card. Omen card, please. Oh boy. Crystal ball. And the Ouija board came out. Caution. So, I mean, this is crazy in a sense, but it's like there are so many signs and synchronicities around you. But look at this crystal ball clarity. Okay, it's like you have the foresight to see. Okay, so really trust your vision, your ability to intuit and discern. Okay. Whatever the red flags are around you, pay attention and listen and heed the warning. Okay, because it's moving you through into greater clarity and understanding of not just this connection, but so many, everything in your world. Like this is a whole new chapter beginning for you. Okay. I don't even know, like there's so much more I feel from this reading. Like I have a lot of I feel a lot of respect and honor for you, and I'm not sure what that means, but I feel like you're someone who is very integral and courageous, and you don't want to hurt anyone. Like deep down, you don't want to hurt anyone. You just want to love and be yourself, and you're so strong, and you have this, because you have this very important legacy to leave behind. You are leaving behind such a beautiful legacy, and you've chosen a path that maybe others wouldn't have chosen, because it requires that courage. But you're a lion. You're a lion. Not everybody's a lion. You're definitely not a sheep. okay? So don't follow the herd. Be your own unique self and stay true to that, because you're on an amazing path. And I wish you so much strength and courage and bravery. It's all right there within you. It's infinite. You tap into that anytime and use it. Okay, that's what it's there for. So I am wishing you so much love, beauty. It's inevitable. That's what you're manifesting and creating, and you are so supported. The angels, the guides are around you. So remember who you are, and be that beautiful, amazing, strong warrior that you are in this world, and you will, everything is just going to feel and become so balanced and clear for you. Okay, and for your divine counterpart. Like, wow, you guys are, I'm like, I feel it so strongly. So thank you so much for tuning in with me. I hope this message brought you relief and clarity and affirmation. And thank you so much for subscribing, you guys, liking, commenting, sharing. My website is crystallyn.love. And I also have an Instagram and a Patreon where I offer messages and personal readings. So find me and connect with me there. Would be honored. And until the next message, you guys, sending you all my infinite love as always. Peace out. Okay, so we have group number 4. Group number 4, how are you guys? Welcome to your reading. Welcome to your message. Let's find out what's going on with your divine union, your twin flame journey, soulmate, counterpart, life partner. What's going on? This is a message for you, okay? So I am precious and I cherish who I am. I am worthy of my own love. I don't have to earn love any more than I have to earn the right to breathe. I love it, okay? Let's see what you got. So we've got community card, the number 7. Oh, divine love, number 31. Divine love. This is divine love. Wealth, number 34. Beautiful. Energy healing, Merlin. Love it. Culmination of vision. Okay, so you guys have a shared vision. Geomancy, patience. By the book, number 11. Number 11 is to me a divine counterpart card. Number. Dream time, creation. Could be experiencing quite a few dreams right now. So your Rumi card is she offers the sacred wine, so drink, number 32. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Let me move this over here. Make sure you can see these cards, you guys. I don't know. Bring them down here, sorry. Okay, and then your tarot cards, we've got, just move this over here. We've got death or release, okay. The 8 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, and the King of Cups. Wow. Okay, so I see that you have really been through a lot. There is definitely with death here and a releasing of the past, a letting go of all that was, no longer serving, programs, beliefs that were rooted in fear, that were not in alignment to who you truly are. But there's, relationships and situations that taught you a great deal about yourself. Like you've really come into this deeper awareness and expanded perception of your own self and the world around you. And you're in a process of releasing things from the past. I see with the King of Cups, the King of Cups is an energy of wisdom and compassion. And he has been through all of the emotional ups and downs of love, of heartbreak, of sadness, of grief, of um, all of it, And so he's come into this great appreciation of his emotions. He values them very much, and he's in a place where he's gained a level of maturity. He's able to maintain balance and harmony even within the most emotional situations, because he has had to face those things himself and go within and find his strength and his vulnerabilities, being able to appreciate his vulnerabilities, his sensitivities. The King of Cups is a very sensitive individual, and not many people may recognize that about him, because he doesn't always share his feelings openly. He knows when to keep them to keep them to himself, and who he can share them with. He knows who he can trust and who he can't. So there's a lot of wisdom when it comes to love and the heart here, um, which is beautiful, because this is what is allowing you to come into union with your divine counterpart, with this divine love within you and without. I feel like you are an energy healer. You are here to anchor that unconditional divine love, to transmute fear into love. With the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords, these are energies to me of initiation into love consciousness, into really letting go of maybe relationships or situations in the past that we thought would bring us happiness, that we thought would bring us fulfillment and love, but they didn't. They turned out not to. And so, it's a process of moving forward, of doing whatever it takes to go within and find what brings you true happiness. This man is following his soul, his heart, and he's, the path ahead. He doesn't know what it looks like. It may have, challenging obstacles, but he's willing to move forward because he knows that there's nothing left from the past that's going to fulfill him. So, and same with the Six of Swords. It's an initiation, and this is, emotion and mental. It's mind, body, spirit. It's like you've gone through this whole purification here with death. You've had to go through all of the different experiences to cleanse and purge and really release anything that was stuck in those crevices, that was holding you back. And you're doing it. You're moving forward, and it's a process. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. By the book is about understanding the spiritual laws of the universe, give and receive, the laws of attraction, the cause and effect, karma, all of this. So it's like you have this greater understanding of the universal laws, and you're learning how to play with the universe, to align with the frequency of unconditional love, with your divine counterpart, your journey, like really embracing yourself as this beautiful, sacred, divine being. But you're also sovereign, you're independent, you're self-reliant and self-governing, and you're taking responsibility for your own energy and your own connection to your life and your journey. So, in doing that, it's allowing you to move forward. It's allowing you to release things from the past and to have that wisdom cultivated within you to make choices that are wise and love, to make wise choices with your heart, so that you're not in this energy of feeling unfulfilled or not satisfied or mental anxiety and depression, right? It's like you're able to, this is a maturing of your heart, of your energy in such a beautiful way. I feel like you're having a lot of dreams right now, and things are being shown to you. Emotions are being felt. Things that are beyond, your control. It's a time of really being in tune with that. Even in this card here with divine love, it's like she's kind of in a dreamy state, lying on the grass with the birds, and so it's a time for you to really, it's like you're feeling your spiritual creativity in nature, the parts of you that are beyond this earthly reality. And I feel like with energy healing here, you're getting more in tune with your own energy. As you're healing your energy, you're seeing how that impacts the reality around you and how you can help others heal and help the earth heal. Like, part of your purpose is healing energy. And so in order to be a true healer, we need to understand and experience what it is that we're healing, right? So whatever that you had to face and endure in the past and learn, it's serving you moving forward on your path, as not just in your divine relationship, like with a partner, but also in the world, like your soul purpose. This is all a part of your divine purpose. And coming into this awareness of who you really are and really cherishing your divinity, cherishing your soul, your heart, your mind, like who you really are, and not allowing anything outside of you to tell you otherwise. I feel like with community here, and it's the number 7. I feel like this is an energy of a lot of loving support from like-minded people, friends, family that you connect with, even if it's just 1 or 2 people. They help you see the truth. They remind you, they're that divine reflection that helps you pierce through any illusions or veils of fear-based consciousness. They keep you grounded and reflect to you who you really are. I think it's really important for you to be, you know, in a community that supports you. I feel like with energy healing here, and the culmination of vision, you are a co-creator. You're meant to co-create with others. This is a card to me that speaks of being like a true master co-creator and leader, because I always feel this fiery energy, and with culmination of visions, I feel that spiritual fire, leader, natural ability to lead, to inspire, to bring that charisma and that warmth, and that you're a part of something bigger. Okay, you are a part, like your energy healing, your perception, the experiences that you've been through, you're able to co-create with others, collaborate with others, bring healing and inspiration and life. And you're meant to be with others. You're not meant to be alone. So I feel like there is, especially with the wealth card here, divine love, like you are really moving into something beautiful that is bringing you true wealth and prosperity and abundance. It's really tuning you into who you are, and you may find a new career path with energy healing. And the more you tune into this relationship, it's like it's inspiring this energy within you. It's really connecting you to your heart, and you're being asked to have patience, that there's something manifesting here that is very solid and grounded and worth the wait. And it's an opportunity to cultivate patience, which is going to be very important for you as the King of Cups energy here. The King of Cups is very patient. He's very compassionate. He's very understanding, He understands the importance of patience and allowing others, like he understands emotions can be very difficult to handle, that if we're rooted in fear, we react to our emotions. We react in all sorts of ways. So he's had to learn to be patient, to understand that the wisdom is so priceless that comes with patience. And in order, the culmination of vision card here is the number 8. So the strength to really embody these qualities of unconditional love, of patience, of allowing things to unfold, of healing, understanding others. Like I just feel like you're very, you see things in a very clear way. You have a deep understanding of things, and so it's incorporating this love with others in all sorts of ways. I feel like you and your divine counterpart are maybe, in a sense, someone who has always kind of gone by the rules, or stayed within the lines, in a sense. But there's this energy of kind of, and it's not necessarily like a negative thing in any way. It's more like just staying pure and true, and yet it wasn't fulfilling. And so it's like you were going by what you thought you were supposed to do to be happy, like what we were taught in society and our culture and our parents and, you know, things that, but it's like almost like you're like, oh, I am someone who goes by the book, but I was like reading the wrong book. Like I was like not looking at the right book. And I don't know, I just feel like there's something here, like finding your tribe, like finding your community, and like how all of the things just kind of like come together, you know? They see how precious you are. They cherish you, and they know how worthy you are with that. You don't have to earn it or prove yourself or defend yourself or convince anyone. Like, you're just seen for who you are. And you know, it's like that's what this time is meant to teach you right now, is to really value and cherish who you really are. Because when you come into alignment with your divine counterpart, they're going to cherish and love you for who you are, right? And that can only happen when you choose that for yourself first. When you choose to be your own divine counterpart and engage with, you know, don't hold yourself back from being with like-minded people or acting on this vision that's coming to you, because it's all a part of what's leading you forward. These dreams, I feel like you're having these dreams that you're wanting to bring into the physical reality, these visions, and it's like you're being guided to do that. So I want to read this. She offers the sacred wine, so drink. Number 32. I don't think I've pulled this card before, so I'm going to read it here. So this is the poem from Rumi. O wine giver of enlightened hearts, offer me the wine of your kindness, for this is the reason you have brought me here from the desert of oblivion. O beautiful wine giver, pour me the wine that gives me insight. Offer me the wine from the sea of love and fill my heart with pearls. Pour it into my heart until I shred the veil and go beyond reason. My spirit is consumed by judgment, and my life is reduced by thoughts. Pour that precious wine over the frozen cries of skeptics until their words become warm and their nays become yays. Rumi. Will you say yes to me? I want to take you with me on a wild adventure. There we shall be, tripping and stumbling, falling like fools, laughing our most unconstrained laughter as we drink the sweetest of offerings. Ricous and silly shall we be, though undoubtedly we are from the noblest and most royal lineage. Nonetheless, standing inside the tavern, warm and illuminated by the golden hearth fires, we will hold on to each other, barely able to stand up straight, crying with so much laughter, sweet wine coursing through our blood. Beloved, you are being offered a gift that is beyond your understanding. This gift is from the hand of the divine beloved, an offering to you that will lift you beyond what you have known into the next opening of your inner eye, of your heart, of your soul, so that it may caress the earth with the light of heaven. This may sound wonderful. Indeed it is. Yet, welcome though this gift may be, there is a trick to receiving it, you see. When the sweet wine is offered, you must drink, but also be willing to become drunk. Oh. You must be willing to let go of your control. You must trust in what will happen. Trust that you will be cared for, or that you may appear to be the fool. You must be willing to not have all the answers, or indeed any answers at all, my wise soulmate, and trust that this is according to the higher plan and not some inadequacy or error. So will you accept the gift that is coming to you, the offering that the sacred feminine brings to you now? It is sweet wine she offers. It shall be an enjoyable journey receiving this gift, a wearing away of resistance and restraints towards life through the sheer pleasure of aliveness without thought. Oh, what a journey this is to be for you, so much that is truly wonderful and incredible, sacred and extraordinary awaits you. You who are asked to drink from the generous cup of the great beloved is bringing toward your lips. So what if your speech becomes incoherent and you have no words to describe what you feel? or if the world around you ceases to understand you. Could any of that compare to the great bliss of being fully alive and dancing with the divine ones in dazed, splendid out at the beauty of life? This is a party you want to attend, trust me, even though no one will be much interested in talking because they will be too busy dancing. Everyone will envy you, though if you open your heart to invite them, too many will say, oh no, I have to wash my hair and I have to sort through my accounts and count my fingers and my toes. It will take me too long and I simply won't be ready to attend. But you go, of course, you enjoy yourself, whilst I'm working long and hard at things so very important. And you may hang your head and wonder if you too should stay at home to wash your hair and tend to your accounts and count your fingers and toes, many times over perhaps, to make sure you get it right. But then you'll hear the distant sounds of clinking glasses, of music, of stomping and dancing and laughter, and you'll think a wise thought. So wise indeed that you'll stop thinking immediately after thinking it. That thought will be, forget this to-do list. I'm going to have some fun. I feel that you're being guided to have some fun and get out and be with like-minded people that see you for who you are. This oracle comes with guidance for you. Are you having fun yet? Well, you may need to wash your hair and tend to your accounts. That's fine. You may need to count your fingers and toes, but over and over again, beloved, surely you can find some time in between the endless to-dos and of your to-do list to throw a tantrum and come dancing with me instead. Your honor and commitment, discipline and focus are certainly to be rewarded with some uninhibited nonsense, hopefully. Come put aside that seriousness for a moment or more and allow the wild child in you to take your body and soul for a spin. Together, let's go and paint the town the color of love. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I hope that message resonated. That was beautiful. And I really am feeling like, it's like, yes, you follow the rules, you go by the book, but you're also a visionary and a leader, and you're meant to bring things here that have never been seen before and maybe do things that others won't do because you're a leader. You're a natural leader. You inspire, and you're meant to be with other people. You're meant to co-create wealth and abundance and divine love through your ability to heal energy, through your amazing qualities of patience and compassion and understanding, which are not this energy is so needed in the world. And look, you're doing the work. You're going within, you're healing, you're allowing the natural process of the death, the ego death, the stuff from the past, and you're embracing love moving forward. And there is nothing wrong with being truly human and enjoying yourself and having fun and being silly and laughing and loving yourself, good, bad, ugly, silly, right, wrong, following the book, not following the book, none of that matters. You love yourself unconditionally anyway, no matter what. And allow yourself to discover the joy of what true divine love really is. It gives you the power to keep your life in order and find that stability and all of those things, and also at the same time be a wild child and dance and sing and be silly and whatever. And if someone has a problem with it, that's on them. That's their own judgments on themselves. Okay, this is a time for you to create and explore, and as you do, it's like you are going to be embraced and guided and shown the way, and it's just going to keep growing. Okay, so I feel like this is just affirmation to your journey and to stay true to who you are, because if you're a divine masculine, like, you are someone who is ready to open your heart to a deeper love, and that comes from first that deeper love with yourself, choosing to love yourself in that deep way. And if you're a feminine, this is an energy that you have, this counterpart, this masculine, he will love you and cherish every single aspect of you and all your beautiful by the book ways and all of your spontaneous wild ways as well. You can have the best of both worlds. You can have it all. That's what this relationship's all about. And you've got to have it all. You've got to make that decision for yourself first. And it all begins to happen. So that's what's happening. I'm just like feeling a lot in this reading, but it's like I think that the message is very clear and it's beautiful. So have faith and love yourself, trust yourself, allow yourself to be fully who you are and cherish every bit of it, okay? I love you guys. I hope this message resonated and just brought some comfort and relief and affirmation moving forward that you're on the right path and to keep going. And I thank you so much for subscribing, for liking, commenting, sharing. You can find me at crystallyn.love or on my Instagram or my Patreon, where I do daily messages and personal readings. So I'm very grateful, and I look forward to the next message that comes through for all of you. And so until next time, sending all my infinite love as always, you guys. Peace out.